Magnetic mines were the most important weapons in the German naval armory in 1939. The magnetic mine was not a German invention. Britain had developed it before the end of the First World War. By 1939, the Kriegsmarine, so the German Navy, had perfected the weapon, but had only a limited amount of them when the war started. In a way, the German Navy was helped by having very few magnetic mines. Ordinary mines were cleared by minesweepers, after which the channel or the river was declared open to merchant shipping, while magnetic mines were not cleared during such sweeps. They remained on the seabed, only rising as the first large iron ship passed over. The German Navy took great care to deposit these mines in areas where they would have maximum effect and where they were not likely to be washed ashore. On the 3rd of September 1939, 2 days after Germany invaded Poland, the German submarine started laying fields of magnetic mines on the seafloor just off Britain's east coast. Within days, 4 ships totaling 14,000 gross registered tons were sunk. Although mines were suspected, minesweepers dispatched to the area did not find any, leading most Royal Navy officials to believe that the losses were due to U-boat torpedo attacks, even though survivors did not report seeing torpedo wakes. Finally, in November of 1939, a German mine was dropped from an aircraft onto the mudflats during low tide. Experts were immediately dispatched to investigate it. They disarmed the mine and rushed it to the lab, where the scientists discovered that the mine had a magnetic arming mechanism. The mine's detector was designed to trigger as a ship passed over when the Earth's magnetic field was concentrated in the ship and away from the mine. The mine detected this loss of magnetic field, which caused to detonate. By the year's end, Germany had deployed 470 magnetic mines that claimed 79 ships of 162,000 gross registered tons. With so much coastline and waters to protect, it was vital that Britain develop a fast-moving magnetic countermeasure system. The solution was to build an aircraft that replicated a ship's magnetic signature so that it could detonate mines from a safe distance as it flew over them. With that in mind, the Royal Air Force Coastal Command asked the Vickers firm to modify its Wellington bomber for the aerial minesweeping role. This was a revolutionary idea. The Wellington was a natural choice for the aerial platform. Already in mass production, it had good range, and with many crews experienced in maritime operations, it offered a fast, cost-effective platform. Vickers first installed a 48-foot diameter wood ring outside the airframe, attaching it beneath the fuselage and wings. The ring contained aluminum strip coils that emitted magnetic impulses when charged by an electric current. Early flight testing revealed the ring had surprisingly little impact on the airplane's flight characteristics and handling. Vickers engineers then removed the bomb racks, bomb sight, guns, and all unnecessary equipment to reduce weight and free up space for a Ford petrol engine and an electric generator to induce magnetic field in the loop mounted under the fuselage. Testing in December of 1939 against a disarmed German magnetic mine validated the concept. The prototype success led to 3 more Wellingtons being modified on the production line, bringing the inventory to 4 by January of 1940. Vickers built another 11 from production lines at other plants. The 15 aircraft were designated as Mark 1A DWI Directional Wire Installation and assigned to the General Reconnaissance Unit 1 or GRU-1 to hide their true mission. First, the GRU-1 was only responsible for keeping the Thames estuary clear of magnetic mines. The next challenge was to establish the required altitude and transit speed for the influence sweep, simulating a ship's magnetic signature. The planes had to fly low enough to ensure they could detonate the mines laying on the seabed. Speed was also an issue. Flying too fast would not allow the mine's sensors to reach the detonation threshold. Flying too slow or too low put the aircraft in danger from the mine's detention. Testing revealed that 35 and 60 feet were the minimum and maximum altitudes, respectively. The aircraft speed was not to exceed 130 miles per hour while sweeping. These flight parameters made aerial minesweeping a tense and dangerous operation. GRU-1 achieved its first success in January of 1940, safely detonating a mine. The second success came 5 days later, but the crew received a painful lesson when the mine detonated beneath the aircraft, almost bringing it down. They had been flying below 35 feet, exploding the mine an estimated 0.3 of a second early. The Wellington was propelled upward about 40 feet by the blast. Its hatches were blown off, but no structural damage was inflicted beyond the loss of the hatches. The Royal Air Force formed a second aerial minesweeping unit under GRU-1 in April of 1940. Operations along the British coast were largely successful, as the Wellingtons were used primarily as a quick response countermeasure force against suspected minefields or to clear ports critical to ongoing operations. Concerned about potential Axis mining of the Egyptian ports and the Suez Canal, Britain deployed a Mark I to the Mediterranean in May of 1940, along with technicians and equipment. The Royal Air Force aerial minesweepers were active until the last days of the war.